What will be the predominant religion in the Philippines if Roman Catholicism was not introduced by the Spaniards and the Portuguese? Okay, let's go back to the history. The nature of religion in the pre-colonial Philippines is often unclear. Religions present include animism, indigenous religious beliefs, and mythologies such as Anito, and influences from Hinduism and Buddhism. The earliest pieces of evidence that exist are archaeological finds including Hindu-Buddhist gold statues. Animism. Animism was widely practiced in the pre-colonial Philippines. Today, only a handful of the indigenous tribes continue to practice the old traditions. The term animism encompasses a collection of beliefs and cultural mores, anchored more or less in the idea that the world is inhabited by spirits and supernatural entities, both good and bad. In that respect, must be accorded to them through worship. These nature spirits later became known as Diwatas. Despite keeping most of their native meanings and symbols, due to the influence of Hinduism in the region. Anito. Anito is a collective name for the pre-Hispanic belief system in the Philippines. It is also used to refer to spirits, including the household deities, deceased ancestors, nature spirits, nymphs and diwatas, minor gods and demigods. Ancient Filipinos kept statues to represent these spirits as guidance and protection. Elders, ancestors, and the environment were all highly respected. Although Anito survives to the present day, it has for the most part been Christianized and incorporated into folk Catholicism. During the pre-Hispanic period, Babaylan were shamans and spiritual leaders, and mananambal were medicine men. At the onset of the colonial era, the suppression of the Babaylans and the native Filipino religion gave rise to the albularyo. By exchanging the native prayers and spells with Catholic oraciones and Christian prayers, the albularyo was able to syncretize the ancient mode of healing with the new religion. Although no written record exists about early Buddhism in the Philippines, recent archaeological discoveries and a few scant references in the other nations' historical records can testify that Buddhism was present from the 9th century. These records mention the independent states that comprise the Philippine archipelago, rather one united country as the Philippines are organized today. Early Philippine states became tributary states of the powerful Buddhist Srivijaya Empire that controlled trade in maritime Southeast Asia from the 6th to the 13th centuries. The states trade contacts with the empire either before or during the 9th century served as a conduit to introduce Vajrayana Buddhism to the Philippines. Surviving Buddhist images and sculptures are primarily found in and at Tabon Cave. Recent research conducted by Philip Mays has included the discovery of giant sculptures, has also discovered what he believes to be cave paintings within the burial chambers in the caves depicting the journey to the west. The ancient Badangueños were influenced by India as shown in the origin of most languages from Sanskrit and certain ancient potteries. A Buddhist image was reproduced in mold on a clay medallion in bas relief from the municipality of Calatagan. According to experts, the image in the pot strongly resembles the iconographic portrayal of Buddha in Siam, India, and Nepal. The pot shows Buddha Amitabha in the tribe Hanga, posed inside an oval nimbus. Scholars also noted that there is a strong Mahayanic orientation in the image, since the Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara was also depicted. In 1500, the Muslim Bruneian Empire, under the rule of Sultan Bolkiah, who is an ancestor of the current Sultan of Brunei, subjugated the Kingdom of Tondo. Afterwards, an alliance was formed between the newly established Kingdom of Manila and the Sultanate of Brunei, and the Muslim Raja Sulaiman was installed in power. Raja Sulaiman and Raja Matinda in the south, now the Intramuros district, were installed as Muslim kings, and the Buddhist Hindu settlement was under Raja Lakandula in northern Tondo. Islamization of Luzon began in the 16th century, when traders from Brunei settled in the Manila area and married locals while maintaining kinship and trade links with Brunei and thus other Muslim centuries in Southeast Asia. There is no evidence that Islam had become a major political or religious force in the region, with Father Diego de Herrera recording that inhabitants in some villages were Muslim in name only. So, what will be the predominant religion in the Philippines if Roman Catholicism was not introduced by the Spaniards and the Portuguese? In the 14th century, the older religions such as animism, Buddhism, and Hinduism gradually disappeared on the arrival of Islam in the country. If the Spaniards and Portuguese has not colonized the Philippines, our predominant religion will be Islam.